All right. Welcome. It's May. I'm so excited. May. Drop your goals in the chat. We want to see what you're working for. We want to know what you're doing, what you're planning on achieving this month, what your heart desires, what you want for yourself, what you want for your team. Nicole wants to go senior gold. Michelle wants to add 10 and help 3 rank silver. Cassie's going emerald. Michelle, senior gold. Shanna, ruby. Charlene, senior gold. Michelle, gold. It's so fun to see this, you guys. It's highly motivating to everyone when you draw your line in the sand and say what you want. Okay, Brooke is going to start us with a couple of announcements. Oh, Liz wants to go ruby. If you have any more, drop them down. But Brooke's going to start us with some announcements today. Jessica's going for gold.
Oh, yeah. I love it, you guys. How are we doing today? It's early in Hawaii. I couldn't sleep past 6 a.m. The birds and the roosters were chirping, so I decided I would get my workout on. And I did. And it looks like Shayna might be getting her workout on there. I know she's drinking her pink there, or her shake or something. I don't know. I see you. Charlene's got some kind of green juice. I'm trying to think that looks like it's tasty, but I'm not really into the green thing yet. I'm going to have to work on that. Anyway, you guys, I've got my Slim, my Active, my Collagen here, ready to rock and roll. Okay, so a couple of announcements for you guys. Basically, convention. We have convention coming up, of course. We're super excited about it. Excited about seeing all you guys being together, making memories, watching convention, you guys hearing about some special announcements and things that we know about that we can't tell you. And we're just so excited for that and just to have those memories and opportunities to be together. There's nothing like it. And we're getting closer to the deadline before the price goes up. So we have a hard cutoff of May 15th before the price goes up. And that's, a lot of that is because, corporate even does this with things that they do because they have to be able to plan and they have to be able to have a budget and like what they're going to do. And so we really need to have as many people registered by May 15th as possible. So the next 2 weeks would be a great time to talk to any of your new silvers, to talk to some of your friends that have thought about doing this business. They might not even be silver yet, or to talk to some people that maybe used to do the business. They've just kind of been out of it for a while. And you just want them to come and remember all these awesome people and remember like how great the community is and how much fun we have together, and that like we literally have such an incredible opportunity here. So great chance for you over the next 2 weeks to connect with all of your team members. And, if you have a feeling that there's going to be 1 or 2 more people that are going to come on your team, you're just not really sure who they are, I want you to just like start praying for them, like that they're going to come into your business, that you're going to have a couple of people that you haven't even thought of that are going to be at convention with you. So just kind of put that out there and start thinking about who could that be? Who are those people going to be? Okay. The second thing that I'm excited about, and I don't think Phyllis is on this call this morning because she had already arranged for a meeting with somebody else this morning at this time, but I was talking to Phyllis over the weekend and she'd been wanting to do a weight loss challenge. And I've been wanting to do one actually with my husband, who has studied weight loss a lot. He's actually writing a book about weight loss right now. And it's kind of like the anti-diet, like kind of weight loss book. And we decided over the weekend to go ahead and do a weight loss challenge. And it's going to start next Monday. So if you guys are excited about that, I want to hear in the comments. If you're excited, let's hear it. Now, one of the things that we need to collect for this challenge, just for inspirational purposes, is if you have a weight loss story or you have a weight loss story on your team. We would love to have the written out stories with the before and after pictures or before and during pictures, in process pictures, any of those things would be so helpful to us. And you can send it to me or you can send it to Phyllis. And here's the thing, you guys, is a lot of people are like, well, weight loss isn't my thing. I don't promote weight loss. I'm not about weight loss. And sometimes we feel that way if maybe we're someone that doesn't need to lose weight. Like, honestly, I'm not looking to lose weight. Emily's probably not looking to lose weight. A lot of you here, weight loss isn't your primary goal. But there's one thing that we cannot deny. We cannot deny that over 70% of the population struggle with weight, and excess weight leads to so many chronic diseases: inflammatory disease, diabetes, heart disease, autoimmune, all different kinds of diseases. There's my Gracie girl. Okay, just a minute, honey. Tell me something in a minute. You're going camping? Oh, she's going camping. Okay, great. Can you take Gracie with you? Thank you, honey. Okay, so anyways, I understand the resistance sometimes to weight loss. I don't want to push weight loss. What I want you to understand about this challenge is that we're calling it Lose It for Life. It's the Lose It for Life challenge, okay? Because we are not interested, and our company is not this way, and our culture in our team is not this way, to where we just want people to lose like 50 pounds really fast and then like gain it all back. We're not into fad stuff. This is going to be so good because we're going to teach people how to lose weight for life. Not just for a contest, not just for a period of time, but how to lose weight for life. And even if you are at a healthy weight, you're going to learn new things. You're going to learn things about oils. You're going to learn how to read labels. You're going to learn how to love your body. You're going to learn how to release feelings about your body, things that you've hated about your body. You're going to learn how to, intermittent fast in a way that you can handle. We're not going to ask you to intermittent fast for 20 hours, right? But we're going to be talking about the science behind it. And my husband's going to be teaching concepts twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday. He's going to teach simple concepts to help you understand your body better, understand how your hormones work, understand why you're so inflamed, understand like why certain foods trigger your body in a certain way. We're going to have written posts. We're going to have testimonials. We're going to have people here on the team, going live and sharing their story of inspiration. And it's going to be 1 month long. The packs that we're recommending, but are not required to be in the group, again, recommending, but not required. Okay. Nobody's going to go through and check PV and all that stuff. Like, it's up to you. We want people on the products because we know the products work. Okay. We want people on the products. So we're recommending the Renew You Essentials Pack. Alternatively, Slim Active Ease. Alternatively, Renew You Basics, Slim Active Lean, or whatever. But the routines that we're going to set up are based off of those packs. So anything outside of that, people can be taking. And we will highlight some other products. For example, collagen. We're going to talk about how collagen impacts your body and helps you even with maintaining a healthy gut, avoiding leaky gut, maintaining a healthy weight, all those types of things. So we'll highlight other products, but in order to simplify, if somebody wants to be in the challenge and they want to join, we're going to have promotional graphics. We're going to have little promotional video stories, all that kind of fun stuff for you by the end of the day today. So you can start posting about it, putting it in your stories. It's open to anybody like that wants to do this on your team, whether they're a business builder or not. We don't care. We literally want to help people be healthy and lose it for life. So look out for all of those promotional graphics and information. The group is already open. It's called the Lose It for Life Challenge. And I'll make sure that the link gets out on team pages and all of that stuff there. So super excited for it.
Just as like a little plug on this, you guys, if you haven't listened to Thomas's podcast on intermittent fasting, I literally have it saved to a note on my phone. The way he teaches it is actually sustainable. Like, I listened to it one time and I was like, at literally every person that I sign up, I send them the link and tell them to listen to it, because it, like, even beyond weight loss, like the reason that I do it is because there's all this evidence that if you intermittent fast in the way that he teaches, it helps you avoid cancer, especially breast cancer. And there's actual scientific research that he shares on it that proves it. So it's something that people like, if they can't be committed to losing weight because of the scale, because some people, they're just like, they've had so
Right.
much trauma with weight loss throughout their life that like they just written off diets and weight loss because it's traumatic to them, because they've hurt themselves mentally, emotionally for decades. But when I send them his research and his podcast, it like gives them a different why. They're doing it not to lose weight. Yes, it probably will come with it, but they're doing it because they want to be healthy for a long time. They want to stay, they want to be able to be with their grandkids. Like, so it's
Yeah.
just a different way of thinking, and it's the perfect time of year for this, you guys. Like, we're heading into summer. People are gonna have new challenges with their eating and their exercise, and then there's gonna
Yeah.
be easier things about it because it's warm outside and people can go outside and exercise if they hate the treadmill, you know. So
Yeah.
I'll
I
put it
love
all in my team page and Threads as well. It'll be everywhere.
I love, Emily, that you mentioned that, because the reason why we didn't call it weight loss challenge, we called it lose it for life, because there's a lot of things that people need to lose. They need to lose their negative feelings about their body. They need to lose their destructive habits. They need to lose not just weight, but it's literally going to help you to drop some of these thoughts, habits, behaviors that even if you don't need to lose weight, it's just going to make you healthier. Because I think a lot of times we have this idea that people that look healthy, they're muscular, they're skinny, they're fit, that they're healthy. But I have known, being in the fitness profession, so many muscular, fit, skinny people that are some of the most unhealthy people. So we're all about forming healthy habits, healthy routines, healthy mindsets. And yes, it will help people to lose weight that commit to it, that want to lose weight, but that's not going to be all that it is. So super excited for it, you guys. Stay tuned for all of the graphics and everything today. And I'm excited for it. So thanks, Sam, for letting me share that.
It's so good. Okay, one other thing. Did you know that you can earn an extra $200 this month? All right. Let's say that you personally sponsored 3 last month. If you sponsor another 3 this month, collectively those 6 equal $200. Okay. If you are brand new this month and you sponsor 6 people in your first 30 days, you're going to earn close to $500, because you will have, no, it'll be more than that, because you'll earn all the fast start bonuses plus the extra 200. Okay. So, what if their 30 days roll over to this month? Does that still count for them? Yes, it does. So it's just, if you collectively have sponsored 6 people anytime from April to May 31st, you get an extra $200. Whether you're brand new or you've been with Plexus for 10 years, doesn't matter. There's an extra $200 on the table. Okay. And that is from those 6 additional enrollments. So the example is, you could have done 3 last month and 3 this month. Like, I did 4 last month. So if I get 2 more this month, I'll get the extra 200 from those 6, even though I did 4 in April and 2 in this month. Okay. So a total of 6. Okay. And then Elodie has, okay. Yes. Elodie, talk to your sponsor about clarification on that. Okay. Because I don't want to like confuse more here. But that is what it is. Okay. So reach out to your sponsor for further clarification, but there's an extra $200 up for grab for the 6 people that you sponsor. Okay. Goal setting call. You guys, I'm so excited for the new month. I actually feel like April didn't end. There's a lot of times where month end happens and I can feel the team like come to a screeching halt, like, and we all rest. I felt like we all woke up on Saturday morning and it was still month end. Like, people were pumping. They were so excited. They were getting their goals. They were writing them down. Some of you were printing off the goal setting sheets that we've shared in Momentum Movement and things like that. And you're filling them out. It was so fun to see. And one of the things that I was thinking about when I was running this morning was how a big stumbling block for me in this business has always been that I love to have you know, in the past, I've always loved to have approval, right? And there are still certain things that I love to have approval on. I seek approval from the people who are most important to me. And I don't think I'm much different from most people around me. Like, we love to have approval from those that we love. It's that like tribal part of us, right? Where we're like pack mentality, right? We want to like sit around the fire and eat. And that was how we survived in the caveman days, right? But one of the things that I was thinking about is the very best way to not have anyone disapprove or disagree with you. Does anyone want to take a guess? What's the very best way to not have anyone disapprove or disagree with you? I'm going to give the answer. Put your ideas in the comments here. Because as you're setting your goals this month, this is going to be really important, right? What's the best way to not have anyone disapprove or disagree with you? Barbie says stay quiet. That's good. That's one way. Don't talk about it or write it down, says Michelle. That's another way. The answer that I heard on the coaching call was just sit home and watch Netflix all day. That's one way. No one will ever disapprove or disagree with you. And then I was like, well, someone might disapprove of watching Netflix all day, but you get what the point I'm trying to make is, right? Do nothing, and that's how everyone will not bother you, right? But when you set a goal down, when you go to achieve something, you are going to be met with some disapproval, and there will be people that disagree with you. The way to get more approval, though, is not to do a better job, because the bigger you are, the harder it gets, right? So if you're seeking approval, trying to do a better job is not going to gain you any more approval from other people, right? They're probably just going to disagree with you more, some people, or they're going to disapprove of you more, whatever it is. The only way that we can seek true approval and that we know we're doing a good job is by you assessing yourself, not seeking approval. And I'm preaching to the choir here because I need this as much as we all do, right? Like, I need to hear this just as much as anyone else. So I'm not like, oh, I'm so enlightened. No, no, no. This is for me too. As I was listening to this morning, I was like, this is so good. It's nobody's job to give approval, validate, or appreciate you other than yourself, right? Because we don't want to count on others for approval. We don't want to count on others for appreciation. The only thing we have control over is ourselves. So if we want approval of our goals for this month, like let's say you're like, oh my gosh, I want to grow by 250 points this month, but I'm afraid it's going to push my team too hard, right? I'm afraid they won't approve of me pushing for Emerald. I'm afraid they won't approve of how much I want to work, et cetera, et cetera. These are all things that I've struggled with as well, right? But when we're seeking approval from others, we're going to be let down always, because we have to have approval ourselves, right? So when you're doing a great job, this is something that I'm constantly reminding myself of, is that a lot of times you're not recognized for it, right? You see the work that you're doing, you see how hard you're working, and you're like, I wish somebody would just say they appreciate my hard work. I just wish that they would tell me how amazing it is, right? But maybe they can't see it. Maybe they don't know, or maybe they're like, oh, gosh, Leah is so awesome. I just love her. But I don't ever say it because I'm busy, or because I just didn't have time, or I went to message her and then I got distracted by commenting on someone's stuff, or, whatever. And so a lot of times, number one, good reminder that if you see someone doing something that you appreciate, tell them, because I promise you they aren't hearing it enough. And number two, you yourself, if you're not feeling appreciated, or you're wishing that other people would appreciate you, even though because we can't control what people tell us, seek inward and say, but I appreciate me, and I appreciate the work I'm doing, and good job, Emily, or good job, Charlene, or good job, Michelle, right? because we can't wait for others to fill our bucket. That only causes frustration. And when I am most frustrated, it's typically because I'm waiting for someone else to fill my bucket, right? Because that's a lot easier than me looking at myself in the mirror and saying, good job today, Emily, because that kind of feels weird. But I've started doing it, and it's a little bit awkward, but I want to challenge you for 30 days or for the rest of this month. This is the tip that I've been doing. While you're brushing your teeth at night or in the morning, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, good job for the things you did today. And if there were things that you failed at, be like, yeah, didn't get my workout in. I love me anyway. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Or if you're like, if you feel like you failed at everything, like, oh, my team's mad at me, I didn't do this, or but I did do this. And so tell yourself, good job. You exercised today. Good job, self. Way to go. Like literally looking yourself in the mirror while you're doing it. It feels a little weird at first, but I've been doing it for 2 weeks now, you guys, and it is really helping me to love myself more, and not in a narcissistic way. That's not what I'm talking about here, but almost like I'm just having a little chat with myself every day, just checking in, making sure I'm okay, like you would a friend who you know is struggling, right? So connecting with yourself, this is what I'm talking about here. Finding a way to connect with yourself makes it so you don't need someone outside of you doing it for you, because that's just external, right? We want to have internal. When you connect with you, then it really doesn't become as relevant what people say or what people think about you. So, goal setting. What are your goals this month? When you connect with you, it doesn't become as relevant what people say and think about you, right? So if you have a big goal and you're worried what your family's going to think, or what your team's going to think, or what your neighbor down the street who won't order from you is going to think, remember, when you connect with you, it really doesn't become as relevant, right? Because you know your mission, you know where you're aligned, you know where you're going, you know what's important to you. And you're seeking approval from yourself rather than everyone else. And it's hard because we're all human, and there's just the nature of wanting to sit around the fire so you can eat. So just know that it's totally normal. Chantel says you have to love yourself if you're going to love others. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so piece of paper, if you don't have it yet, piece of paper. I like to do this in landscape mode, which is like laptop mode, right? So you have it like open, like, yes, like Michelle's, yes, like Leah's. Can you guys see those? Leah, unmute yourself so that the camera puts it on you. Start talking.
It's a big poster board.
Oh, perfect. So Leah has a poster board size. Okay. We do it the same way every month, because every month we need to make a new board for this to be effective. Okay. At the top of your board, you're going to put your name. Leah is fill in the blank. You're going to write whatever you want to do this month. Are you going to grow by 100 points? Are you going to re-rank to senior gold? Are you going to rank to emerald? Are you going to hit the 1,000-point club? Are you going to hit ruby? Are you going to hit silver? Are you going to hit gold? Whatever it is, you're going to write Leah is, and then that goal there. For example, if you are, maybe you just hit senior ruby last month, and maybe you want to do 1,000-point club this month, you would put Leah is 1,000-point club. Or maybe you want to do 1,250. Whatever it is. Okay, write that down there. And then we're going to attach some meaning to it. Because when we attach meaning to things, sometimes we don't want to attach meaning to things, but sometimes it's useful to attach meaning to things because it helps us emotionally connect with our goal. And when we emotionally connect with our goal, oftentimes it can pull more out of us than if we didn't, okay? So, what will it mean to you or about you when you hit that goal? For example, when I was working my business in the very beginning, I knew that when I was making $1,000 a month, that it would mean that Sean could be home on Saturdays for pancakes. That was my meaning that I attached to it. It wasn't pay off $125,000 in debt. That's not a specific enough goal because it's a long-term goal. And while it's important to have long-term goals, this goal setting session today is about short-term goal of what are you going to do in the next 30 days. So if you have $125,000 in debt and you're going to rank Emerald this month, and it's going to mean that you're going to pay off debt, that's not in alignment with what's actually going to happen, which means it's going to be so much easier for you to just quit next week when you haven't signed anybody up and you can't get anyone to silver. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to pick a more specific meaning of when I hit Ruby this month, when I am 1,000-point club this month, it will mean what? It will mean I get to buy a new patio set. It will mean that that I am a true leader. That's one I've heard people do before. I remember when Christy was going for diamond reentry, which is 6,000 points. On her board, she put, it will mean I am solid diamond, all in capital letters. Because diamond is 4,500 points and reentry is 6,000. So for her, it meant that she was solid diamond and she wasn't going to have to work to hold that rank anymore. She was just going to be solid diamond. And it was going to mean that she was diamond, right? Because in her head, it didn't feel solid before that point. So it's okay to attach that meaning to this because it makes you push harder. It forces you to have an emotional attachment to this, which is going to help you dig deeper. So if you hit Ruby this month, does it mean that you are going to be able to pay off that final credit card? Does it mean that you're going to be able to pay for summer camp for your kids? Does it mean that you're going to be able to buy that patio table set? Does it mean that your husband's going to be able to quit Saturdays? Does it mean you're going to be able to pay for speech therapy? Like, there is something that is probably below the surface that you're trying to hit, that you're like in your mind, and it's a lot of times it's hard to tap into this because it's such a vulnerable thing. Is anyone experiencing that right now? Where you're like, oh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue and I want to say it, but if I say it, then like people will know. But like nobody's going to see your board if you don't want them to, okay? This is a safe place. Feel free to share. By all means, feel free to share in the comments if you want to share what this is going to mean for you. Share what rank you want to hit. Barbie is fill in the blank and what meaning that's going to be. Hannah says, hit 2,000 points, which to her means solid emerald. Michelle says, I won't have to rely on unemployment anymore. I love that, Michelle. You're going to make us cry. There's meaning here. Okay. Now, feel free to keep sharing in the comments if you are comfortable with that. How far away are you from your goal? You're going to look and see how many points you had last month. Log in. I've heard that the back office is down this morning. So if you can't log into your back office right now, don't panic. You can do this later and just write down the notes. Are people getting in okay? Yes? Okay, we've had some reports. If you ever run into this and the back office is down and you're trying to get in for an enrollment, and you have someone on the phone, here's the tip. You say, oh my gosh, perfect. I'm going to take all of your information down right now. And then your order, you'll get an email later today when it processes. And then I don't even tell people that the back office is down and that I'm writing it out for them. I just say, oh, perfect. Okay, I'm going to put it all in right now. And then I ask for everything that I know I'm going to need. Name, email, phone, what pack they want, birthday, social, credit card information with number, address, shipping address, CVV, expiration. I write it all down and say, okay, it's going to process later today. You'll get an email once it's on its way. Talk to you later. Bye. And then you tell them to make a post on Facebook and you try and get them silver. But like you just roll with it in those situations. Okay. So if you can log into your back office, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Virtual Office, My Business, Points and Rank Up. And then you can see here, there's two columns. One that says how many points you ended with in April, and then one where you're at right now. And it will say where you ended last month. That's the number I'm looking for here. I want to know where you ended last month, how many points you ended with last month. Another way to do this is you can log into your back office, My Business, Points and Rank, and click on the subscription button twice. When you click on the subscription button twice, it's going to bring all the subscriptions up, and you can count how many 100 PV subscriptions are set to run this month. Count them all up. How many subscriptions do you have set for May? Let's use a hypothetical situation. Okay. Michelle has 85 points, which is 17 people. So if she wants to be gold this month, she's going to need 3, but I would recommend 5 for a 2-person buffer. See how easy that is? Okay, Leah says, I will re-rank Senior Ruby. When I hit this, it will mean that I pushed through hard things and built back up my belief in my business and in myself. I love that, Leah. Thank you for sharing that. That's so powerful. Okay. Let's use an example that you are Senior Gold and you want to be Ruby this month. Let's say you ended last month with 255 points. It's 500 points to be Ruby. So 500 take away 255 is 245 points of growth. Divide that by 5 means you need 49 people to join your team this month. So what you would put under your, Sarah is Ruby, and your meaning underneath it, what's that going to mean for you? It means I get to buy a digger for my property or buy more chickens or whatever it is, right? And then you say, you'll put 245 points with a big circle around it. And then next to it, 49, I would say 55 because you want a buffer. So 55 enrollments, even though we only need 49, we know we're going to lose people. So just add on, 5 to 10 people at that level. When you're going from Senior Gold to Ruby, you're going to lose about 5 to 10 people. That's just normal attrition. So then you'd add 55 people. Okay. What you do next is you put, how many am I going to personally sponsor? How many am I committed to? Because we can only control ourselves. We can't control our team. We can control what we do, and we can share what we do with our teams, and they will follow you, I promise. But if you are just trying to cheer them along and you can't understand why they're not working because you're managing them and you're telling them, you're cheerleading them, you don't understand why they're not getting enrollments. If you as the leader go out and sponsor 4 people this week and you get one of them to silver, and you tell your team the messages that you're sending to get those enrollments, when you're posting, how you're telling those people to do it, guess what your team is going to do? They're going to go, oh, I could do that. Leah did it. Now I know. Now I see how to do it. And they're going to send those messages. And if they don't, it doesn't matter because you just added 7 to your team, which is more you've added in a week in a long time. You know what I mean? And then you're not even going to care that they're not working because you are working and you have hope. And you're like, I did 4 and I got 1 to silver. And some of you are like, I've never done that before in a month. Just an example. Okay. That is just an example of what you could do, right? So let's say you want to sponsor 3 this month, 5, 8, 10, whatever it is, write blank lines, my enrollments, and then write them out in lines. However many people you're going to do, write those out. And then what Brooke likes to do from here is she likes to attach the dollar amount to how much money you'll make with that. So let's just make it an even 6. Because you know that and we'll hypothetically say that you can make, you didn't enroll anyone last month, so you're gonna get 6 this month, so you're gonna get the extra 200, right? And you're not in the fast start window. We're just gonna keep this really simple, okay? Because remember, we're talking about a Ruby for this example this time, a senior gold train to go Ruby. So they didn't just sign up, they're not in the fast start window. Okay, so you're gonna get about $35 for each enrollment. 35 times 6 means you're gonna get $210 just from sponsoring 6 level 1s. Plus you're gonna get an extra $200 for those enrollments. So $410, okay? So $410 if you personally sponsor 6 this month. If you sponsored nobody last month, which is just for example sake. I mean, that's gonna pay for convention right there, you guys. Let's all try to get 6 this month. Who doesn't want an extra $400? Everybody here wants an extra $400. Yes, everybody wants an extra $400. So 6 this month, $400. Okay, of those 6, how many are you gonna get to silver? Here's the thing about silvers. People are like, oh my gosh, I've never even done one. Once you do 1, you can do 10. So you can say you just wanna do 1, or you could say 3, or you could say 2, right? Please, if you've never done 1 silver, let's not say 10, right? If you're like done this for 5 years and you just never got a silver, probably don't say 10, because that's probably a stretch and it might set you up for failure, right? Okay, so my recommendation would be anywhere between 1 to 3 silvers, unless you're pushing for emerald this month. If you're pushing for emerald this month, I want to see you sponsor 4 this week and get 4 to silver this week. Those are my girls going from senior ruby to emerald. That's your goal this week. The more silvers you can get in the first week of the month, the more momentum you'll have for the rest of the month. Because whoever you get to silver this week is who you're going to help get to senior silver next week, is who you're going to help get to gold by the end of the month, is how you earn 100 extra points. See what I'm saying? Is how you rebuild an entire team, is how you get instant momentum back. It's all within your control, no matter what your team is doing. If they've all quit, I don't care. My team has all quit before too. The way you start over starts with you. Personally sponsor people this week. Get them to silver or die trying. Watch videos. Look at momentum movement stuff. You can do it. Ask them to make a post. When they love their products, have them do a Facebook Live. Let them have you do a shout out. Ask to come to their house with a friend. Can you get on the phone? Are there 3-way messages they can start? Just keep trying one thing after another. And when you've run out of ideas, say, what else could I do? And instead of saying, I don't know, because that lets your brain turn off, instead of say, I don't know, say, what could I do? And then sit and think until your brain gives you an idea. And when it gives you an idea, just do it. Instead of being like, that won't work or that's dumb, be like, I'll try it. Might work, could work. Might as well try it. Okay. Okay. So of those silvers that you're going to create, you personally, you're going to write silver 1, 1, 2, 3. Don't know who it's going to be yet, or you might. If you know who you're going to get to silver, write their name in there with a question mark, right? And how much money are they going to make? Well, if they're brand new, they are going to be able to make, I always have to add it up every single month because it always changes. Okay, so they're getting 35 times 3 plus $100 for silver plus another $100 for the fast start silver plus another $200. Oh, no. Stop. 305 for silver plus $75 for 3. So for someone to fast start silver this month, they make $380. So a silver 1 with 1, 2, 3 lines, you can write 380 cash with a circle, because when you're talking to people about getting 3 this month, you're going to make sure they know that when they start with 3 friends, they're going to make $380. It's money on the table. And I don't like to leave money on the table. And I don't know anyone that doesn't want $380 free money. Even the wealthiest of people are not going to say, don't put that money in my bank account. They're going to be like, awesome, perfect. Where's the auto draft? Right? Okay. Now, in the back of your mind, because you are a leader that's always thinking ahead, and if you haven't been, now I give you permission to. Once you get that person silver, a little light bulb's going to go off in your head and you're going to say, oh my gosh, you just made $380. This is amazing. I'm so excited for you. Send me a picture of yourself. I want to celebrate you on the team page. And then you're also going to put it on their personal page. And then you're going to make a big deal about it. And then you're going to be like, and guess what? This is seriously so crazy. I was just adding it all up. And if you get 3 more people this month, if you get 3 more people this month, you are going to make another $305. This is crazy. What do you think? Now, where did I get that number? Because, no, I'm wrong. The number's wrong. Just bear with me because I already added the 75 into the other one. So 35 times 3 plus 125. You're going to make another $230 this month with 3 more. Did you guys see where I went with that? Because they're getting $380 for the first 3, and then they're getting $230 for the second 3. Because I put, there's 75 extra for your first 3, and then there's $125 for the other 3. Does that answer that question? People are looking confused. You get $200 extra for 6. For 3, you get 75 of it. For the other 3, you get 125. Plus all the welcome pack bonuses. Yes, is everyone okay? Okay. So if you're confused, don't worry about it. Ask your sponsor to help you figure out the numbers. That's not the point. The point is focus on the first 3. And when they get the first 3, you're like, you made $380. This is nuts. And oh my gosh, literally, I just added it all up. And if you get 3 more, you're going to make another $230. What do you think? And they're going to be like, sounds awesome. How do I do it? Or they're going to be like, I think I just want to just start with this. I'm good for now. I want to see if it works. Either way, you are going to act like they just told you you got a free trip to Disneyland. Awesome! I'm so excited for you. This is fantastic. I'm so excited. We're going to have the best month ever. And oh my gosh, we have this amazing group, Lose for Life. I'm going to add you to it, right? There's that little feature there if you want them to have that community feel, along with the team pages, of course. Okay. So I want you to offer this to everyone you sign up this month. And then when you do it, you're going to go to your team chat or your one person that's working because you don't have a chat yet and say, I just signed someone up from this post and this message. You should try it. And I got them to post. And this is what I said to them to get them to post. Or I got them to go live. And this is what I said to them to get them to go live. Right? And if you're like, yeah, I didn't get them to go live though. I didn't get them to post. Fine. Then tell your person, be like, I asked them this and it didn't work. Any other ideas? How did I get you to do it? What did I say to you? Just be thinking, this is a problem to solve. You can do it. Let go of the fear of failure. It's not useful to you here, right? We're problem solving. We're just trying to get movement here. Okay. So write those numbers down in your paper. Silver 1, 380 if they're brand new. Silver 2, 1, 2, 3, silver 3, 1, 2, 3, however many silvers you are personally going to sponsor. Okay. Now, if you have anyone working on your team, you're going to put them on your map also at this point. If you're silver and you're brand new and you have nobody to put on your map, that's fine. This is where you just get to go to work, right? You don't have a team yet, fine. You go out and your whole focus is going to be enrolling those 6 people this month and trying to get 3 of them to silver. 3 messages, Facebook Live, first post, call people on the phone, text them, message them, sample. Who wants to sample? Who wants to do my Fit for Life group? Right? Try everything to try and get people to enroll and try and get them to start with 3. Okay. If you have a team, the next step is I want you to take assessment of who on your team is engaged and wanting a paycheck this month. If they've fallen away, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I know you were like hot and heavy back in the fall and things have kind of slowed down. And I want to know, are you interested in getting going this month? Because we have some really cool things going on. When you sponsor 6, you get an extra $200. We also have this like Fit for Life group that's going on. It's really exciting. I was thinking it might be fun to do. Where are you at? Would you want to like try and get the extra 200? This is how you re-engage people that have sort of fallen back, right? And if they're like, yes, sounds great, be like, awesome. Okay, let's make a plan together, right? Like, let's talk about what actions you can take to get those 6. Have you done a Facebook Live in a while? Start with that. How often are you posting? Have you been talking to anyone? Is there anyone you can follow up with, right? And then you're just going to be helping them try and get 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4. And they're going to start getting a paycheck and they're going to start running their own motor at that point, right? But you're warming up the car with these messages with them, okay? So, but if you have a team that's like super engaged and they're all on fire and they did their maps over the weekend, right? You're going to check in with them and be like, okay, I know you're already on fire and you already know your goals. Like, tell me what they are. I want to add them to my map, right? And then they're going to tell you, they're going to be like, okay, so I'm going to personally sponsor 10 and I want to get 3 to silver. And I have my level 1 that's going to go gold this month. And you're just like trying to like hurry and get it all down on your paper because they're just so excited, right? And then you have like your middle people that are like, yeah, I mean, I really have been trying to go gold for 6 months, but like, this is my month. I really want to do this. And you say, okay, like, let's talk about what that's going to look like. How many are you going to personally sponsor? And you write their name, Angie, gold. How many subscriptions do you have in your back office? Let me help you count them. Let's count it together, right? Then you count how many subscriptions they have. It looks like you have 15 people that have a subscription of 100 PV or more this month. That means you need 5 more people to order. Let's do 6 because we know that you want that extra $200. So let's write down 6. Do you feel like you could do 6 this month? Right? Yes? Okay, like let's schedule a sip and see. How about we do something this Thursday? Like you with them. How about we do something this Thursday night? I could share my story. You could share yours. You could run some samples around to friends' houses. They could drink their pink drink while I tell them about the products and what it's done for me. And at the end, we'll give them a $10 off if they want to sign up that night, right? Like you're individually planning events for people that you are targeting to help get their 6 and then help them get a silver. This is how you develop leaders on your team, not just like, go team. And you need to do that too. You need to do the go team, you need to do the team thread thing, but then you have to go behind the scenes and plan events with your people and spoon feed them and help write down what they want. And then when you as a leader sit down and you're like, I don't know what to do for work today. There's nothing to do. My team is dead. That's when you pull out your map and you're like, oh yeah, there's all this work to do. I remember that Angie wanted to go gold and she needs to sponsor 6 and she's doing nothing, literally nothing. I don't know why she's not working. Oh, okay, better do an event. I better help her see if Thursday night, and I'm going to give her the idea and I'm going to tell her, okay, let's get 1 this week. How about we get 1 this week? Let's see if we can get 1. We'll do an event. Do you think you can invite people? She says, no. Perfect. How about a Facebook Live? No? Perfect. How about we mail some samples? Yes? Okay, great. Just like keep giving ideas, even if they're shooting you down. Hi, how are you?
Good.
You say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
Even if they keep shooting you down, like I get it. I get it that it can be hard on the psyche. But guess what? Remember what we started with at the beginning of this call? Connecting with yourself every single day makes it so you don't need approval from someone outside of you. Right? When you connect with you, then it really becomes irrelevant when they say no, 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 because you're like, guess what? I asked someone to do an event today and I've never done that before. Go me. Good job. They didn't do it, but I asked. I am a great leader and I am getting outside of my comfort zone. Right? Like the toothbrush talk is so important, you guys. It sounds so silly to connect with yourself just once a day while you're brushing your teeth. Why brushing your teeth? Because I hope everyone's brushing their teeth every day. I don't know if anyone's doing other things, like maybe you don't shower every day. Maybe you don't exercise every day, but hopefully everyone's at least like brushing their teeth once a day. So that's why the toothbrush talk works really good, because then you can connect with yourself once a day, no matter what. And you don't have to be afraid to say the bad things either. You'd be like, didn't reach out to anyone today, wanted to, but didn't. What do I need? What do I need right now? Ice cream? Okay. I've already brushed my teeth, need something else. Read a book? Read a good book? Okay, I'll do that for 10 minutes. Like, give yourself what you need to connect with yourself so that when other people shut you down and tell you, bad idea, don't want to do it, it doesn't just start heaping up on you like you're failing, right? Okay, so for every single person that is working on your team, you need to check in with them and write their goals down for you as well, so that you have a map to fall back on when you don't know what to do tomorrow and next week when things aren't going as planned, because they won't. You're going to readjust this map because the girl that you thought was going to take off this month that signed up 3 over the weekend disappeared. And you're going to have, and then someone who literally hasn't enrolled anyone for a year is going to come in and ready for the business and wants the 6. It's happened so many times to me. I just expect the unexpected now. And you can too. Okay? So once you have everybody on your map, you're going to add them up and you're going to count. And hopefully you're going to have at least 55 lines on that paper. And if you don't, then you need to go back and you need to figure out where you're going to get those lines from. For example, maybe 3 silvers is not enough for the goal you need to achieve. Maybe you need 5. Maybe you need your person who's going for gold. Maybe you need to get them to 150 this month if you need 55 people on your team, right? Because if you add up the 6 personal enrollments that you planned on doing, this again, just for example's sake, you got the 6 personal enrollments from you, then you're going to get 3 of them to silver. So that's another 9. That's 15. Then you have Angie that wants to go gold. She was 5 away, but you told her to go 6. That's 21. Then let's say that you have another gold on your team and she wants to go senior gold, right? And she needs 20 orders, right? So you're going to help her get a senior silver that's 10. And then she's going to personally sponsor 6. And then she's going to need to get, that's 15. She's going to need to get 2 people silver. You're at 43 people. You're close. You still need to get to 55. You have 43. You're accountable to 43 people right now, with Angie and Nicole going gold, you getting 3 silvers, and you're 6. That's at 43. We need 55. So where are the other 12 going to come from? At this point, you might just be like, I don't know, but we'll figure it out as we go. Or you're going to be like, I'm going to need to get someone to senior silver. One of those silvers is going to have to go senior silver, right? Because you're going to get 3 silvers and that's not going to be enough. So one of those you're going to have to get to senior silver, which is 6 more. You're at 49 now. And what typically happens is when you get someone to senior silver, at this point, their palette has been wetted. And you can get them to gold by the end of the month, which would be another 10. And that would put you at 59. And you would be able to rank ruby. And do you see all the rank ups on your team that you would have? You'd have 3 new fast start silvers. You'd have a brand new fast start senior silver and gold. You would have Angie going gold. You would have Nicole going gold. And those would be all the rank ups on your team. And when you're like, oh my gosh, it seems like so much work. It is if you try and do it on the last week of the month. That would be just so much work. But if you just do a little bit every single day to get them one-on-one, you just grab them. Gonna grab Angie and say, Angie, I know you want to go gold this month. How about we just do a little call on Thursday night? Or if you live by Angie, maybe you're feeling like your state is opened up a little bit and you could have some friends come over to Angie's house on Thursday. You could sit outside in her backyard and you could have a little pink drink, sample, talk, hang out. And maybe they sign up after it, right? A little backyard barbecue thing. Or if you don't want to feed people, just pink drink and no food, whatever you want to do. You can keep it low budget or you can spend a little bit and have it, or potluck, whatever. Just your creativity, the sky is the limit. Okay, guys? Just make sure to be accountable for the people on your team. And if they're missing, then make sure to check in with them and let them know what's up for grabs this month. Help them to see what's possible. And if they respond excitedly, then get to work. Facebook Live, let's do an event. I'll come to your house. If you don't live by them, we'll have a little Zoom call, right? You be there tapping on them behind messages while you're pumping up your team in your thread. If you don't have a team yet, you're just pumping up people one-on-one. Okay, any questions? If you are willing to share your map in the team chats today, please do. It will help so many. How did it make you feel when you saw people put their goals in the chat here? It was so fun. It was like, oh, look at all these people that are wanting to rank up. If you put your map, your completed map in your team threads today, it will bring energy to the people in that chat. So I would encourage you, put them in all the chats you're in. Just did my map. Here it is. I'm ready to hit May. That energy is momentum. And when we all feel it together, everybody wins. Let's make May our biggest and best month ever. This is the last month before convention. What do you want on your tag at convention? Because you know we're getting you tags. You know you're going to have an amazing tag. You're going to have a lanyard and it's going to be so awesome. And if you haven't decided to come yet, we hope you'll come and do convention with us in Fort Lauderdale. You can register with the links on the team page. If you don't know where to find them, message your sponsor. If your sponsor doesn't work, message the next person up. Go to the team pages, type in Fort Lauderdale. It will come up there from the original post. Get registered. Come to convention. And whatever you end in the month of May, that is what you are going to be at convention. And I want you to visualize that moment, seeing your tag the way you want it to read. What maybe you're going to have, like, if you're going ruby, maybe you're going to buy yourself a little ruby jewelry that you're going to wear. You're going to visualize what that's going to feel like when you walk into that room with over 100 people from our team. We're going to celebrate you. I love you guys. Thanks for being with us here today. Let's all work hard this month and boost each other up with our energy. Okay, guys, see you later.